So what, according to you, is time complexity? Can you describe in one or two words or one sentence in the chat? Okay, time required by a program to complete. Okay, thanks Ashrita for sharing your response. Number of times of what, uh, Ritika? Number of times to iterate. Okay. Shweta is saying the amount of time required to run a program, time taken by a program. Yeah, we call it time complexity, but the irony is we don't compute it in terms of time. We don't use a clock in our hand and compute. This is practical reality. I'm talking about what we do in time complexity analysis. Note it down. It's maximum number of iterations performed by the program. That is a time complexity. So we do not measure time actually. We measure how many iterations my program is going to do. The reason I'm saying maximum number of is it's the worst case. In worst case, how many iterations my program is going to do, that defines our time complexity. And this is very practical line that we'll keep in our mind when we are analyzing our solutions, our approaches that we come up with. If time is maximum number of iterations, what do you think? What is space complexity? Okay, space and memory occupied by the program. Thank you, Krishnaveni, for sharing what you have shared. Yeah. Maximum space consumed, maximum space required, but which space? Which space are we using? Everybody is saying, yeah, space required, except Krishnaveni, who said space or memory. Yeah, we use memory. Who uses memory? When we run our program, what gets stored in memory? Yeah, variables. Nice. Thank you, Vishnu. Yeah, so it is space complexity is actually maximum number of variables used by our program. Used by program. This is how we actually compute time and space complexity. So one is how many iterations we are doing, and second is how many variables we are using. Yeah, second thing, if a program does not use loop, program without loop, a program without loop is considered to perform one iteration. Okay, we'll not say it is zero iteration. So we are going to say if our program is not using any loop, we can say, hey, time complexity is 1. In space complexity, imagine if we use an array, if we declare an array of size n will be counted as one variable or n variables. An array of size n is counted as how many variables? The question is saying n variable, that is true. Because even though you are declaring an array with one line, eventually it means that it is using n spaces. Yeah. Last thing is max allowed iteration in online sites. Max allowed iterations in online sites is 10 power 8. If you do more than that, you will get TLE. Max allowed variables in online sites is how much? How many maximum variables we can declare in our program? There is a limit to that also. And that limit is 10 to the power 7. Okay. If you go more than this, you will get TLE. If you do go more than these variables, you get MLE. What do you think is MLE? If TLE is time limit exceeded, what is MLE? Okay, you can say that is memory limit exceeded. Yeah. And in some site, it is reported as RTE. What does RTE mean? What does RTE mean? It is runtime error, yes. Yeah, in Mentorpick, you will see runtime error. You will not see the verdict as memory limit exceeded. In Code Chef, you will get runtime error. Code Forces is the only site I have seen which gives memory limit exceeded.